You don't need crystals, incense, or to be born with a special gift to connect into spirit. Those are myths that can be silencing your gift. In this video, I will bust the 3 biggest psychic myths that are keeping people away from their very own God-given birthright, psychic mediumship. Once these myths are revealed, it changes our psyche and the way that we've been thinking, the way that we've been conditioned, and helps us to evolve in our psychic abilities faster than ever before. So stick around, because we're also going to do an activation which is going to help you to enhance your very own psychic mediumship abilities. When I first started on my mediumship journey, I was held back from one particular myth. And that was that only certain people were chosen to be mediums. Once I realized this actually wasn't true, that everybody had mediumship abilities and psychic intuitive abilities, everything changed for me. I carried doubt for years until Spirit made it so obvious that I couldn't ignore. Because everyone is a medium. Everyone is a spirit that has a human body, and a human body that has a spirit. So therefore, how could we not be mediums? So let's get into the 3 biggest myths. I can't wait to see if one of these resonates with you, or maybe all 3 do. So of course, number 1 is that you have to be born psychic. You have to be a chosen one for you to be able to be a medium or to be a channel, and it's simply not true. Because when we are tuning into ourselves, when we are becoming stronger as a human being and tuning into our intuition, mediumship becomes natural to us. Psychic mediumship is a remembrance of the soul. It is something that we awaken as we grow, as we go, as we become more consciously aware of who we are. Because truthfully, we forgot our abilities. From very young as a child, growing up to be an adult, we started blocking, and we did this for survival. It's simply not our fault, but it's our responsibility to remember that we are already gifted, and we don't have to be a chosen one to be a medium, because we're all chosen. So number 2, we need rituals and we need tools like bonds, crystals, Paleo Santo, smudging sticks, tarot cards, pendulums, you name it. Now, the truth is we just simply do not need tools or rituals, because we, again, are naturally psychic. We're naturally intuitive. Now, little children don't have tarot cards, they don't have crystals, they don't have anything like that. They don't have Paleo Santo or incense, do they? No, but they are naturally gifted and naturally intuitive and naturally know what is correct for them or not. So when we take a leaf out of a child's book, we will actually come back to self, come back to feeling, come back to senses. So all of these tools are simply just an extension. They're nice to have, and they can amplify our psychicness. They can amplify our intuition and our mediumship. But in my program, Magnificent Mediumship, we start out without tools. We start out without using cards. We start out with coming into our heart and acknowledging our intuition and our natural abilities. Again, you are naturally gifted, and tools and rituals and processes are just an added bonus. Okay, so I'm really curious, have any of these resonated with you so far? Or maybe they've resonated in the past. They used to be relevant for me, but now I've kind of overcome them, because once you know, you can't unknow. And once you know, you can work on untangling those mistaken beliefs and those limitations. Are you ready for the 3rd one? The 3rd one I find is probably the most prominent when it comes to the myths of mediumship and psychic abilities. Number 3, it's dangerous to connect in with spirit. Here's the thing. You are spirit. We know this. To know spirit is to know yourself. You have a human body, of course, but you've also been told a lot from other people about spirit, or the lack of knowledge has made people feel like they need to stick into a box. Here is what you need to know. This is very important. Boundaries and standards, and working from what we call heart-led service. Coming from your heart, coming from gratitude, coming from love. You cannot get it wrong. You cannot mess up connecting to spirit if you're connecting from your heart center of the highest vibrations, the highest frequencies of the true white light to connect in pure love and light. And this is something that I acknowledged myself and then shared with those around me that were worried that maybe I was dabbling. Maybe I was going down a dark pathway because it was dangerous. Those around us often will try to warn us and keep us from the danger zone, but there's nothing dangerous about connecting in with spirit when we are coming from love. And that is what I told those around me that were concerned. I am love, and I am doing whatever I do for the highest good of all from a space of gratitude and expansion. So there is nothing to fear, my friends. And that was a really big myth. It is dangerous. It is not dangerous. But people around us, and including us, can be really afraid of the unknown. And tuning into spirit is the unknown because we can't see it with our eyes usually. It is not black and white from a textbook. There is so many unknown things, so many mysteries. And that's what I love so much about mediumship. The umbrella of expanding into our very own unique gifts, to bring our gifts to the world, to strengthen them. And this is what we do in Magnificent Mediumship. We're tuning up the gifts. We're tuning into who we truly be and removing the conditions and the programs and the systems that are no longer serving us. No longer are we needing to stay safe. We can expand beyond our safety net and go into a space of what else is possible. Standards and boundaries and love are three really important things when it comes to this myth. So I'm really curious, 1, 2, or 3, or maybe you had more than one myth that has been running through your system. I'm really curious what's come up for you. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to see where you're at with this. And are you ready? Are you ready for an activation? I'm really excited because today we're going to do some energy shifting within this meditation, within this activation, so we can activate that DNA. We can expand your capacity to dive into the unknown of yourself, to dive into spirit, because to know spirit is to know self. So let's release these myths together with this guided clearing activation. I invite you, when you're ready, to close down your eyes and take a nice deep breath. Breathing down into relaxation and allowing all the words to fall down around you as you gift yourself the next few minutes to reprogram, to release, and to receive. Breathing in deeply and breathing out. Dropping your barriers down, 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 down. Feeling roots come from your feet, energetic roots into the earth, wrapping around your most favorite crystal to really anchor you in. Another nice deep breath, breathing in through your nose. And breathing out slowly out your mouth. Dropping everything down and coming into relaxation. Doing a body scan from the top of your head all the way down to your toes, softening any tenseness. Beautiful. That's it. Deeper. 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 Anywhere that you have been holding yourself back in fear of the unknown, are you willing to revoke all points of views, judgments, and mistaken beliefs? Anywhere you have not been pursuing your very own psychic abilities, because somewhere you believe you are not the chosen one. Are you willing to revoke all of those points of views, all of those judgments, all of those mistaken beliefs now? Beautiful. Anywhere you're not allowing to see that you are enough without tools or rituals or processes. Anywhere you're not realizing that you are the modality. You are enough. You are perfectly divine and always have been. Are you willing now to drop all points of views, all mistaken beliefs and limitations connected to this myth throughout all time, spaces and dimensions connected to that? Beautiful. And just notice what you notice in your body right now. As you detangle, as you release, as you allow your body to activate the natural DNA and the natural gifts from within. Beautiful. Take a nice deep breath in. And repeat after me. I am willing to acknowledge my gifts. I am willing to release the myths. I am ready to be more of me. Beautiful. Start to wriggle your fingers and your toes. Bring a little bit of movement into the body. Breathing in deeply into the belly. Holding at the top. And sighing out and down through the mouth when you're ready. Blinking your eyes open and bringing yourself back to this space and place. Welcome back. Very powerful energy clearings going on there. A little bit of Reiki magic happening through the screen here. And also working on timelines, going back through the Akashics of, okay, what timelines did I have these myths? What am I ready to let go of? And a question can be super powerful when we're reprogramming. I believe mediumship is not just about talking to spirit. It's about becoming more consciously aware. It's about manifestation. It's about collapsing timelines. It's about quantum leaping into who you truly be throughout all time, space and dimensions. And often we've got to work with past lives. Often we've got to go deeper than just thinking we need to do another skill. We've got to release the old. We've got to decondition and relearn. So I really hope you enjoyed that. I felt a lot of power in with all of you shifting. I felt a lot happening in the collective then, and it was such an honor to hold that space. In our next session for this series, we're going to talk about deeply connecting in with spirit. We're going to go in and there's going to be a meditation to meet your very own spirit guides, and I can feel a little bit of light language might be coming through to activate your DNA a little bit further. So make sure you hit subscribe, comment, let me know how you've enjoyed this today, and of course I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. Until then, namaste.